Qatar, 28th February 2021. Let's look at the highlights of today. Qatar fiscal deficit is expected to narrow 1% of the GDP in 2021 from an estimated 2.3% of the GDP in 2020. The Economic Intelligence Unit said in a recent update an expected shift from a deficit to surplus could also be seen on the current trend. That's what the reality is. Oil taken at 40 and now it's costing average over 57, 58 from the beginning of this year. So there is a possibility it may run into a current account surplus. Fiscal also will be running in a surplus. International Energy Forum Secretary General delivered GECF first gas lecture 2021. First lecture of 2021 in the gas exporting forum. Gas lecture series will be held on March 1st. Doha Bank has won the Golden Peacock Global Award for Sustainability. We have been consistent. We have ups and downs in the marketplace, but essentially our performance standards, commitment to social risk management, commitment to the shareholders, commitment to regulators, commitment to staff, commitment to the overall considered universal values is what we managed to bring in as sustainable development. Qatar investors, especially those eyeing to expand their business in Philippines, stand to gain from the plans to ease COVID-19 restrictions that would allow the resumption of business travel to Southeast Asian nation. Now, India exits recessions with 0.4% quarterly growth. The Indian economy grew by 0.4% in the October to December quarter after two successive quarters of contraction. In a statement, the Finance Ministry said the Q3 numbers were a reflection of the further strengthening of a V-shaped recovery, but warned that India was not yet out of the danger of the pandemic. The GDP growth estimate 0.4% for the third quarter this year is higher than 0.1% growth projected by the Reserve Bank of India. Qatar trade surplus increases to 57.6% in December. Now it is now Qatar Riyal 13.5 billion in January 2021. It increased 8.7% compared to January 20. That's good. Export and imports decreased year on year. The year-on-year decrease in total export was mainly due to lower exports of petroleum gases and other gases, hydrocarbon like LNG, condensate, propane, butane. The trade surplus increases. That's what matters. And it is export and import is, even though it's shrinking, it is a value advantage. We see it. Qatar First Bank posted a net profit of 1.2 million in 2020, with the product fees and commissions being the main contributing factors. QFE efforts to implement strict internal controls, increase in operational efficiency, and rationalize the expenditure led to the improved performance and a 6.9% reduction in the overall expenses. In addition to sustainable fee income stream, a drop in funding costs along with the better managed deposit book helped to improve the bank's balance sheet and overall liquidity position. Qatar Petroleum entered into a new long-term sale and purchase agreement, SPA, with Pakistan State Oil Limited Company for the supply of 3 million ton per annum of LNG to Pakistan. Under 10-year agreement, LNG deliveries of Pakistan world-class receiving terminals will commence in 2022 and continue until the end of 2031. Inflation in the GCC region manageable 2021, say the Economist. Oxford Economics said in a report on regional economy, the region will continue to endure disinflationary pressure in the near term, despite being a spike in the food prices over the past year. However, a weak outlook in domestic currencies, which are pegged to the US dollar, will continue to stoke inflationary pressures stemming from climbing global food and shipping cost. The transport price inflation is also set to edge up because there's a changing dynamics of COVID. Registered property sales in Qatar has improved, generated in the last 1 week 468 million. Besides, sales dominated these deals, generating 284 million making 60% of the total sales value during the period. The sold billings, if you look at it, residencies, residential buildings and complexes, 7 municipalities, Salal, Al Khor, Al Takhira, Al Doha, Rayan, Al Shamil, Al Dain, Al Wakra saw property sales during the period. The Planning and Statistics Authority, in collaboration with the Institute of Management Development in Switzerland, will be carrying an executive opinion survey throughout March 2021. So plenty of stores in actions, and Philippines is ready to assist Qatari-based investors, and we have clearly opportunities which was held as a part of 26th anniversary celebration of the Philippines Economic Zone recently. Global gas prices fallen on mild weather. The US natural gas futures eased a 4-week low on Friday, based on forecast for a milder weather through mid-March, allowing more production to return from the last week's freeze and heating demand to decline. From month gas futures fell 0.2% to settle $2.77 per million British thermal unit on Friday. Digital technology helped SME to tide over the pandemic. The adoption of digital technology by small and medium-sized entrepreneurs has increased in Qatar during the pandemic. Investment in digital transformation is expected to rise and has helped the firms to reduce operational costs and other benefits. So that's all about 28 February happenings in Qatar.